Right, once more on Rettenbach. Yeah, it's strange. Sometimes I find that you. Okay. What have I done there? Do you know, you just go in an i3D file, everything was okay, and then all of a sudden everything's not okay. What is that about? I didn't even change anything. I didn't even change anything. Oh, no, it's settled down. That's a bit weird. I meant to, yeah. I don't know if it's weird. Sometimes you just have the thought, oh, I just can't face it. Yeah, just leave the modding alone, just for now. It's just, I'm tired. It's not because I am sick of the modding, but what I mean is, yeah, sometimes you just can't face something. I thought, well, just do a bit of content. It is what you do primarily. It's you're a content creator. You're not like a modder. It's not like you're living. You don't do it all the time. It's just a hobby, and sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. So we're up at the store. I've got this. I thought we'd do we need anything while we're here as well? Anything we're short of? We could buy most things. Like we've got the fertilizer spreader, we've got the plough. We do need a stone picker, but we've not really got it. Yeah, I thought we'd come from here. It's true. There will be something I need. There always is, and you always forget. I thought we'd see if we could have another go at trying to find a good way. I've also got something to show you that's really quite. I love it when. Oh no, I think there's another one as well. Yeah, there is another. It's more about little tracks here. Yeah, it's sort of like these are the beaten. These. No, this is the right one. Yeah, there's some lovely little touches that really make this I personally think all really authentic, things like that, like the bench. And there's something else as well I'm going to show you in a minute that I just thought, isn't that nice? Attention to detail. Right, so we've sort of got to try now that it's not a perfect way. I did sort of say this, I am going to buy that field that I can then drive through, because but this is the bestest way to not have to go 500,000 miles across the map. I've never been a big fan for being dragged. We found a floating few trees, almost right though. So you're sort of oh wow. You've only got an empty trailer. Surely with wheels there shouldn't be any kind of yeah. I think this is the field on the right of us that would be the one that we would need to go through and sort of buy. So the bad thing is the field edges are all very narrow, which is true of almost all Polish maps. So I would say it points to me that this is a Polish map, but there's also trees at the intersection, so it sort of makes it that I mean, I know I can't damage the crops, but that's not the point. Yeah, so this would be the road where we'd need to intersect. So really, I suppose it's true. The other thing is, if you're going to do this, which I am, that I'm going to need to really make that a grass field, or no, I suppose I can make the path bigger, yeah, and we can still have it as a field. That's not too bad. Now it's weird, but obviously if we're going to do this, yeah, because this is now going to be the entrance. It won't let you. Yeah, we've got to go all the way around, and that also is a little bit awkward. Now the production shed is now fixed, but it hasn't come back. So it must be that if you save the game when it's sort of gone, yeah. Oh wow, it's doing a bit of damage there. But sometimes the workers, when you allow great fields with them, they can be a bit of a. Let's rebuild this. We do have the technology. Yeah, that's from the $6 million man. Those who aren't of my age, just so as you know what I'm talking about. Correct. I think we'll do a bit of correct, and we want a little bit of grass to sort of Oh no, you got the refraction right, ish. And then, why are we? Is this at our cost? Do you know? Seriously. Right, a bit more. We missed a batch there, right? And then we want a bit of grass. Well, I suppose you could look at it but it was our workers that sort of did the damage, wasn't it? Really, is my point. So yeah, I'm trying to fix this at our cost. As I always say, mechanics rule is king. So hopefully let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's not too terrible. It's our grass field growing ready for next year. And this... Yeah, did it do any damage on this? It did a little. It's not too bad. Yeah, not too terrible. The worker was just sitting here. But I was glad in a way They did, because it meant that I saw what I've just seen, which is quite phenomenal. So yeah, we're sort of going to leave the... If this is going to be like rerouting, as in going to be because it's the quickest route to the shop, which, I mean, obviously if you didn't do this properly, you'd be going all the way around the map and we'd come in this entrance. But if we're going to like do this, we're sort of going to need to tweak a little, which I am determined. I'm always that type of person that if there is a proper another way, I will do it. So we have bought this up flatbed for like, yeah, the self-marketing. That's just going to show you that little thing. And I think we got to do the feeding of the animals today, I believe. I think we have. Yeah, we have. Yeah, I just felt in need of like something fresh again. Like I've not sort of fixed. There's a few things that still need fixing on the productions, like the labels, and I thought, oh, wait, it will. You sometimes, well, let's remember to top up our diesel, because this has been a little busy. And that's true. Our manurance 3, I keep forgetting that you can stick those in the bike BGA. Biogas? No, yeah, biogas. It's exactly the same thing. Oh, I think that. Yeah, this is one of the last models. When I first started with the modding, I did them as the shape was solid, which then meant that wire that is like a rope that really wouldn't be solid was solid. This is one of the last models that I've still kept that. So it means if I hit that rope, it's solid like metal, which is sometimes rather annoying, to say the least. Right, I'm not sure. Let's try full one. We can always stick it in the silo. We're going to stick the production silo back because we did buy it, but we're going to give ourselves the cash, because obviously that's the trouble. You put it down and then it disappears and it's gone from the XML, but really you know you did it. It's not a matter of us cheating or anything. It really did. Oh no, that's still filling. Actually, yeah, let's see if we do diesel. Let's just fill ourselves up. Put that in. Should hopefully be able to. I think it'll accommodate all of that. And then yeah, the sticker on that, I've still got things like that to do. It's not important in the grand scheme of things. It could do a little bit more, but I'm happy with that. So it's only 1,075 litres of. Now we could grab the manure. We haven't got a repair point, have we? We ought to stick one of those. And also think about, like, oh, we have got the little one, which we could use. We could. No, but your manure you're going to need, like, to go big eventually. Well, not massive. Yeah, I've just tweaked that. This is what annoyed me. I tweaked this, and like it now falls into the floor more, and I thought, oh, I got the centre of gravity right. I don't know what I need to tweak to make it come out of the floor. What I thought I needed to tweak was actually not what was making it like go higher. So I just can't be doing with it at the minute. It's such a lot of in and out the game, in and out the game, and I thought I am tired, so let's just leave it, have a bit of fun, kick back. We'll fix it in a week. And 13,000 litres. Yeah, I'm determined I am going to make one of those, even though I don't know why it is strange. Obviously, all I did was literally put a mod desk on the one of Giants, but I want to make something similar to this, but probably with a back wall with only a little bit sticking out on both sides. Yeah, I do like the idea of these against two walls, because it means, well, I suppose no, it still only comes to where it comes to, but right, let's stick this in the biogas plant. And I think it's all switched on, so we don't even need to switch it on. Yeah, I do like these patches in the thing, because obviously it sort of deforms the ground, but then they're also a pain as well, so I'm not sure whether they're just going to like... Right, so we need slowly. Yeah, because it does a lot of this, and it's alright faff. I don't mind actually out and about, but like in the farmyards, there's just too much of it. And I'm not having to go. It's all preference, isn't it? I like the idea of it, but the reality and what you have to live with, that's a different matter. Right, so then we do need to grab the little water tanker. Oh, I still not showed you, have I, what I was going on about? Right, okay, let's down tools. It's It's not always about, yeah, I'm too much of a let's bang, 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 you know, let's get done. And I realise sometimes that you miss the nice things. Isn't that cute? Really? Seriously? What a lovely little touch. I mean, now I've said that, my mind's going, yeah, but who are we selling flowers to in the middle of nowhere? Well, yeah, maybe there is a bit of that, but it's nice. I like it. Besides which, it could be that the church is a very important part of the life of the local community, and everyone has to walk past a little flower stand. So you don't know. It's not as simple. You don't know everything about the life in the local area. Do you really? It really is that simple. So, right, let's grab that tanker. I'd say this is probably the best one. It's a little underpowered, that really. I've had little masses. New Frontier was little masses. Now I'm gonna put some of the tree, I think. Yeah, no, it's true. And then we need to probably dump the water. No, I think it was empty. I think the tanker was empty. So did we put any fuel in there? It might have some in. No, it hasn't. No, let's, yeah, we'll put, no, we don't that much. 1,000 I was signed, it's dear anyway, yeah, go and buy 1,000 litres. Fantastic. And then, now we can fill. Oh, I think we're, brilliant. I don't know what the little black markers are. There's a mod that did it. I can't remember. I moved it in and I thought, oh, it's that mod again that's doing that sort of thing. Right, so we do need... we need to seed, and I believe we were going to go for wheat, weren't we, in September? So let's grab that on our new field. It's been ploughed. In fact, the little one can do this. Oh, we're nearly nose to nose with it. Right, okay, let's grab the seeder. These still work. I can still pick them up off the ground, but it just annoyed me. I thought, oh, I've had enough. I've had enough. My patience is worn thin, and that always tells you things. Yeah, I've got to find out how to lift it out of the ground. So we want wheat. And we want to lower it for the worker because they don't know how to... It's true, they should know how to lower it. Yeah, you're inside the mod, you're like in the, not the mod desk, the XML file that sort of is the real magic that tells everything what it should do. The model is just how things look, but the actual... So I told it, in fact, yeah, let's lift it up. I told it that you need to lower this, true. So let's just have a go. Will it lower it? I don't think it will. Yeah, I think... Do you think that's it? Is that your lot? I think you do, don't you? Yeah, I have to literally like lower it for them. Then if you set the worker, he will keep it at that, or she will keep it at that particular height, and it will actually work with it, but you've got to lower it for them. And I have put inside the XML that, like, yeah, you know, like, lower it is true, so I don't understand why they are ignoring my... like thing. Let's grab that. Fertilise too. Let's do all of the jobs we can. If I can grab that off the floor, the mess that is slumped like that. You know, ooh, well, please tell me I can grab it. Oh no, I don't want to be like not. Look, cancelling the let's play, as in like the recordings all wrong, and I've got to like, right, so I think that's definitely enough for this. We'll do this ourselves. It's like more than so I'm liking where we are. I'm not sure, I really do get a nice feeling from the map. I'm enjoying it a lot. We're little, we've started from nothing, we're still on hard economy, it's a small run, so it always helps me, I find, when you've got the small runs, because you know it's not forever. It's sort of like, even though I wouldn't mind that it was, what I mean is it's sometimes if you feel a bit delicate as a human being, you're sort of like, yeah, there's hidden things in the background that like are pointers, and like I always find that, well, yeah, if I know that I'm not going to be here forever, it takes off the pressure of like me thinking I am going to be here forever, or it's a long let's play, or it's a, you know, oh, no, I've already done that, I must have done. Yeah, we started there. He's just gone over the sea, I presume that's what it is. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this field now that we have done our... Yeah, so I like this. So field 87, are we going to do that as well with wheat? Because we need quite a bit of straw, so we could do that. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, I was going to say you've not finished your field, but you have. Right, so then let's... still didn't check to see about the... set this going. And then we will fertilise the field as well. Yeah, obviously the bad thing about this, we've got no roller. Not that I often remember. I've got the amount of let's plays. I've got the massive brands, and I still forgot to use it. Terror that I am. Right. Okay, let's set you going, and while you're going, we're going to just check that fertiliser did actually. It did. Beautiful blue, excellent. Right, we're going to go grab that, and we're going to go grab the other field then. And whiz over that quickly. And then we've done everything we can, and we're going to whiz through, obviously just feeding the animals through the winter and all the rest of it. Fritter our money away as you do. Oh, we do need to grab the air. We do need to grab the slurry, and I believe everything's switched on. So it's, in fact, yeah, let's... Oh, we've only got 2 tractors. I can't, there's nothing I can do. I need the tractor, so let's just whiz over with the fertiliser. Let the seeder take its time, even though it's the same size as me, the same spread width as me, it'll still take a lot longer because the workers faff around. I don't know what it is, but yeah, they are very, very faffy. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, they've covered some nice distance already. No, they do the headland last, don't they? That is the way they roll by natural, unless you change it. And of course now they do listen to you when you change it, which is quite nice. Yeah, I posted my first Rettenbach earlier. Yeah, so the other thing is, I was thinking when I came onto FS25, it's sort of, I started to do things a little bit differently, and obviously I've now gone to a single episode a night. I thought, if I'm doing a brand new map, and surely I want to show it straight away, you know, because otherwise it's been released. I mean, like my Pelenier, I've had it like for quite a while now, and it's not released because it's not the European map. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to show that, because otherwise a lot of people, and the normal channel viewers and members, subscribers, now they obviously probably will hopefully wait like for my Pelenier. But what I mean is, those who don't know you, if you're trying to gain new subscribers and viewers, which, let's be honest, even though it's not the be all and end all, it is. I think I've already done that. I did do that bit down, didn't I? Yeah, that's why it's not doing it. Patchy, I think I even did that as well. Oh, come on, Vivian. Wasn't really blocking that much. Right, so then let's grab that tanker. We can put some on the front, can't we, really? Oh, I can, but yeah. So annoying. Yeah, I know with the trailers how to do this. I thought this would be the same, just lift up the model, but it's not made the bit of difference at all. It's exactly the same height. So I'm going to have scratching my head as to what I need to move on the original model. In got plenty, so we were just going to use it as a storage. We do need, though, because when we get the milk, we definitely need one of the tankers. I might invest in the new big one to do a bit of testing with it. Yeah, because it is a beautiful thing. It's again, the only thing I've not done on my 2 the liquid tanker. These are all my new, literally proper work. To lower it, it won't make any difference. It'll still like go into the. Oh yeah, it's weird. It's almost like it's top heavy. Right. Anyway, slurry. I think it's done its top end. vaguely remember that we got a fill, as I was passing a fill thing here somewhere. Obviously not. I'm making it up. Oh, no. No, you're not. You were right. There's no actual marker. I presume it must really be behind the door. So we'll just take 8 tons, because obviously I don't know how much we'll get in a day. I would not imagine it's too much. I think these are both on. We'll stick these in, and it's going to like give us a bit of cash for like this as well, which that's why I love BJs. They sort of suit. I've not got it selected. I should know where it is. I've used this a lot, unless of course Disturbed has changed anything, which you never know. So let's just check that this is definitely still on. Nope, mini biogas, manure selling, and slurry selling. Yeah, it's got it in there on it. So silage selling. We've got no silage left. We won't have any. Yeah, so really, other than our generator, that's the only thing that's going to like tide us over during the winter. Yeah, that we're down to just that looking after us, which is not. Yeah, it's better than not having anything. We will have the milk soon. Right, fantastic. We don't really want to like let that go, do we? Need to see our. Oh, that's how well he's doing. He's actually done, or she is done. Excellent. So that's all of our fields. I don't want to fritter away the last sort of cash. It's I know we've not done sort of bad with having to sort of sell a few buildings to other farmers and things that I'm not a massive. Well, I don't need it. The self-sufficiency does all of that for me, so it's I just don't need it as well. So let's just drop that down. Not that this one's a pain. It's still in the ground a little, but it's for whatever reason it's not. Yeah, what that is about. Is it the model itself I've got to grab? Strange. I'll figure it out. I will. You only need to move the right thing once, and then you think, oh, that moved. So that's what I need to move. But yeah, I just can't be doing with it like faffing around at the minute. So we've done those two things. It's let's put the production silo down. But I think we're going to change its place, because if we're going to come through this gate a lot, and mind you, yeah, this is grass. Really, I'm trying to think, when are you going to use it the most? If it's near the entrance, that's not going to be too bad a thing, really. Now, remember, we have actually paid for this already, so it should be back in. It is indeed. Oh. So right by our entrance, we don't own the land. It might be that it's... Yeah, it might not be that... It could be... Let's just quickly go and move that out of the road. Because, yeah, that's... it's in our way a little. And it's getting an overlap. So it probably could get an overlap anyway. Because of the tree, but we shall see. It does sort of make a better idea, really, I think, for it to be like right there. But we shall see. We're going to take a bit of our field if we do it like that. But yeah, but I can see that this land is not owned by you, Malarkey. Is going to be a pain. Do we do it? I'm just trying to think the entrance. We don't want to block the sheds, though. That is sort of a bad thing. And that's the beauty spot where I think we'll stick it back. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is sort of the crux. We are probably going to buy all of these fields, but we don't. So really, land is not owned by you. If we sort of did, because we've never done any grass cutting on this, so if we stuck this... Yeah, I'd like it on the road, but we obviously don't own the road. It's like not letting us... How do we go into the fields? Like... now that's just about as good as we can get it. We're not taking too much. That's it. We're not on there. We're on our half of the headland. We're as close to that as possible. Oh, I'm gone about with yellow chevrons. Yeah. When it's the yellow chevrons on the left, you can't actually see them at the minute. We do need those, so I would say that is about right. Maybe slightly more that way. I know we're taking a bit more field, but it's the chevrons that I'm worried about. Let's have a quick look. Let's jump into it. We can always remove it if it's the end of the world. Visit. And yeah, no, these are the chevrons. Yeah, no, I am right. Oh, yeah, we're in our half though. Let's just fix that. You can't see the chevrons unless the concrete's there, but you can you can sort of nearly see them, but it's weird. I can't find out which is the real asphalt. Is it? I think it might be cement plates lighter. No, it's not. That's completely... concrete industrial? Yes, it is concrete industrial. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure now I've said that. It's similar. It is similar. Let's just get those little bits like that. I've gone a bit mad and somehow gone into the grass there. I don't know how we did that, but let's just finish that like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can see the chevrons. We're sort of almost on now. For some reason, the cement blurred into next door's grass there, a bit of the headlands. Yeah, your door's in the right place now. They're not too bad on this one. They're about right. Yeah, that's all right. That's not too far off. Now remember, we need to give ourselves that cash back. 12,777. Because we've already paid for it. Although we have obviously done a bit of a crafty, we've moved it somewhere else. But I mean, that's because you start to think afterwards, you know, like about, oh, well, is that the best place and all that type of thing. I've always been a massive thing on design of the farm. And sometimes you get it wrong. You really do. There's no denying this fact. But then that's the whole point of the learning process, isn't it, really? Of like thinking, no, that was a lousy place you put that last time. You really need to like think better long term. So we've got a mini little multi-fruit silo in the yard for like sticking whatever we like, overflow sort of silo, and we've got the production silo for everything. Now let's just check, because I did put manure in. I just want to make sure it is now showing manure. It is indeed. Fantastic. Yeah, so as we go through, I dare say I'm going to find things that I've missed and I'm going to stick it in, but that's the whole point of like the testing we're doing on the maps, because you like come to it one day and you think, oh, I didn't put potatoes in. Well, I did put potatoes, but you know what I mean? Like you find out what you didn't do. So it is September morning. I don't think we've gone through, have we? It's still September morning. Oh, we've fed the animals. We're still letting the milk tick up because it's not a lot from 40. Because it's quite a terrible yield for the water buffalo, but it's just that even the bit that you get is very good for butter making. It's fantastic. So let's go through till October. We should get a bit of a kick on the biogas plant selling those little tiny bits, but it will be a tiny little kick. It will. It's not going to be a lot. We're relying on the hands of the generator to like give us a little bit of income to tide us through those rough winter months. See, and that's what I was saying. It's not too. Yeah, I mean, we'd like nearly 1,000 for like costs for the running of the farm, and yeah, no, we also want. I do want a water sort of sprayer. So where are we going to do the repair part? In the yard. I like it near the way out, but we've got like pretty things. Are we ever going to go down there? Probably not. We could stick it there. I mean, little sign's gone a bit mad there, and I can see. Let's just soften a little. Still not quite got that right. It used to dig a massive hole in the ground. It doesn't thankfully do that anymore. Right, so then we want a repair point. So it's going to be, it was in that actually. It wants to be tools. I'm going to go for the one that I really love. Oh, it's a bit big. It is actually. It's a tad too big. But what about on that bit of grass there that we were Because it might fit. Yeah, we know we don't own that, but we might. I think we own this. Oh, okay. Maybe we don't then. My life, right the way back there. That's weird, bizarre. I've never known anything like it. So it's more about the edge of our field. Right, so yeah, half of Edland. Right, so let's do that. That's not too terrible. Right, and then we'll just stick the supercar shade. Oh, okay. What do you mean we don't own it? We just stuck something on there for that very spot. How can we not own it? Oh, do you know, seriously, this is ridiculous. Okay. I need to do a blob of like similar, that same concretey type stuff. We have some other choices actually. Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, if we're gonna, what I'm thinking of is obviously like when I use this for manure, which is now, we need to wash it out. Like realistically, I suppose, yeah, those, for how little those car shades are, we could have a couple strewn around, but would you do that in real life? It's not that difficult to go and wash this, is it really? So, let's just give that a bit of a wash. Clean the residue of the manure out. After all, we're going to handle TMR, and we don't really want them like... Imagine I'm climbing all over. Yeah, it's a beautiful little tractor. We must remember that we haven't got to the sails yet. Right, so stick that back. Let's go do our daily ritual of feeding the animals. So we sort of made a little tiny bit of profit from the generator, but it obviously it's not... well, and also we did make a bit from the BGA too. We'll feed the animals first, and then we'll do the manure. I don't know how much there is. It might be that if it's only a little bit, we'll like do it every 2 or 3 months. If it's 10 tons plus, then we'll do it every day. Oh, wow, it is actually. No, I think we'll do it every 2 or 3. I think, yeah, 30 odd tons a pop and something like that. How much are we losing TMR wise every day for the animal? All my life. That's it. I've hit the metal rope as it is at present. Yeah, I must get that sorted as well. TMR. Let's have a look at how much we need to stick in as well. Not too much actually. So let's just be a little bit more careful. Straw, not a lot. It's going down very little, probably about a ton a day, maybe something like that. So let's have a look. Food is nearly to the top. Brilliant. We can actually go for like a couple of days and it's be fine, really. Excellent. So now, yeah, we're going to do the manure every couple of days. I bet the slurry is probably the same. It's usually about the same. Yeah, 12 tons. We left 2 tons in, so about 10 tons. So that's not too bad. Milk is up to 2.2. We will put, when it gets to about 5 or 6, we'll grab a dairy. And let's have a look at the sales. Or Challenger. We could, we do need one. It's true. But I think we're going to like do a bit of buying and selling. You're not going to get a lot from it, but it's like 3,000. And when you're a struggling farmer, 3,000 is quite a lot. So yeah, I think it's only because of the fact it's a nice tractor. It is. I'm not like denying the fact that it is a nice tractor. No, we don't. I wanted to enter the said vehicle. Yeah. So we shall sell it and make a little bit of cash. I say it's just the fact it's not got a front 3-point link. It is quite a big, can be quite a powerful tractor actually. It's 220 it goes up to, so it's not like ridiculous. It's about as powerful as our other tractor. So we're already, we've already Sell, yes, 36,000. So we did make a little bit of cash. Right, so then, it's October. I think we're going to go for it. Let's go through the winter. So we're going to need to, like, go, yeah, we've done everything. So let's do weeds. No, we ploughed everything. We should be fine. Should be. We should check, though. Let's do due diligence. We know we've not got a roller, so we know it's going to, like, moan at us about needs rolling, and it does. Needs lime. Oh, we didn't do field 95 or 85. Ah, we did that one. My bad. Nothing should need. Oh no, we knew that. We did know that. Yeah, we did it. It was a very late decision, and I thought, no, we're not. So, we've done all that we can. We haven't got any weeds, which that's good, obviously. Right, so we're going to go straight through till the morrow, and feed our animal. Well, no, yeah, it's true. I don't think we could. If we do it sort of every 3 months, what I mean is it's going to go down a bit, but we've just fed them to the top, so we've got plenty of food in there. So let's not be silly and like that ridiculous. Now that's a better tick up. That's very nice. Definitely. Right, so then. Oh, wow. Now this is going to bring in a bit of cash. It really is. Right, so then we can afford you. You would be a very nice tractor for us, actually. I've got to be honest. But at the minute, we're on a cash making spree. A very different colour. Fantastic. It would, but we can manage with what we've got, and that's what sometimes I have said this quite frequently. You might need another tractor, or you might be optimal, but to be honest, sometimes you've got to like suck it up a little bit and like, yeah, well, I've got to manage with 2 tractors for a bit. There will come a time when it's the right time to buy that tractor, and then, yeah, you do. But until that. Fantastic. So we didn't quite make that 20 grand that we needed for the cheaper of the two. Now we've got a beautiful harvest. Oh, we've got a beautiful harvest. So yeah, it would give us 201. Remember, we need to. That's a very good price. The only thing I keep saying it. That's got a 20,000 litre hold. That's got a 12,500. That's the only thing that lets the entire series down is the size of its hold, in my personal opinion. I mean, it's not terrible. There's one John Deere that I never put in the game because it's only got a 10,000 litre hold, so like Hillmaster or something. I'm like, no, I don't want you. You got too tiny a hold. You're clogging up space in me mods. And I just don't want you, but yeah, I mean, I know it's sort of a step up from the 8,500, but it's just too, you're forever emptying it on the bigger fields, which it's a slightly upgraded one, but it's not upgraded enough. So I always find hold size like this, it's quite a big disadvantage when you're on the bigger fields. I mean, if you're on a small map, and it obviously don't matter at all, it's not, at that point, it really doesn't become important at all. Right, so we want to grab the biggie, and it is, how much do we need to borrow? 326, another 105,000, and then we shall pay it back. Oh, 25. One more for good luck. I can't remember. I'm not paying attention. It's not that I'm not remembering. I'm not trying to remember. We could actually. Ooh. Ooh, okay. What have you switched on? That's what you switched on. Oh, we got double wheels. Okay, well, it's doing it for nothing, so I'm not bothered. Fantastic. That's almost. Yeah, we could. I've got my own liquid tanker that I could sort of like buy, and it's cheaper than that anyway, so I'm not buying that. It is a nice bit of kit, actually. But what I mean is I've got a slightly bigger one with a bigger storage limit, so. Ooh, that's a bit double wheels are a little bit... Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think we'd quite do it. Like, the inner driver was going, no, it's not going to work. And the inner driver was actually right. So then sell you. Fantastic. And then let's get rid of our debt. We don't have anywhere near that much money at all when we've spent it. But we did make quite a lot. I've got to be honest. That was a real good... Yeah, it was. I mean, 238. That's an awful lot of cash we earned from that. You could, and this is what I like doing about this, because we could now buy that 40 odd grand back for this. But of course, we are going through the winter, so you can give things a chance to drop naturally. And then if they don't, you can treat yourself. So yes, right. Animals, let's just check on. Yeah, it's only gone down a little bit. Straw's gone down a little bit. Slurry's going up a bit. Buffalo milk is at 3. So, again, I mean, we're going to lose 50 grand straight away. I think it's 50,000 for the bionic dairy, because it's like what would have been a level 3 dairy in FS22, like a third upgrade of that. So, yeah. I've not made a super yet. I'm going to make a standard, which is enhanced, which is slightly better than the giants. Like double, which is about what I think it should have been in the first place. And then after that there's a bionic, which is like double the double, and then there's a super, which is double the, which is a quadruple really, I suppose, when you think about it. Yeah, it's exponential. Each one is double the one before, so that the output is like quite, so the last one is really quite a large souped up equipment inside. Right, so we're at November. We don't need to do anything. We obviously, the BGA will cope with whatever we throw at it. So it's not like we're wasting time doing the little bit of the slurry and the manure, which is the only thing we've got. Let's go through the winter. The grass is, it should be final growing stage of the grass. I think it is October, or is it November is the last. I always get confused about this 1 point grass. Its last grown stage is November, so I don't know whether that means October night into November, in which case it's fully grown right now, as in this year, the last growth cycle will have actually happened. So if we visit that, this is like the most it can be for like this. But if it grows again, but it dies back anyway in the winter, so that's what I'm saying. I think it's nice to see it like grown low. That is nice. We could, if we did a cut now, we would totally ruin next year's cut, which is why I never cut in October or November unless I'm destitute and I really need to actually like do that. So someone's going to lose their crop if they're not quick on grabbing it out. So 238, we've got, yeah, the animals are happy, we're happy. Let's go through till December. I like this stage of the Let's Play. You've nothing's sort of completely ready for you to do things. Your animals are beginning to sort of like get a little bit better and all that type of stuff. Like the reproduction's at 30%. So buffalo milk is gradually ticking up, but nothing's really ready. We're sort of relying a bit on the generator at the beginning of our time on the farm. Obviously the BGA is again useless at the present. We've only got like the manure and slurry, which we could take in, and even that's not going to bring in a real lot of cash. So it really is, the winter's that time of like, well, how did we do this year? And this is our first year, so not really terribly well. But we have sold and bought quite a lot of gear, which that's really seriously, that did us very proud. I think we made nearly 100 grand on that little lot. That's rare. So I'm very pleased. Right, so then. Oh, now that was a really good tick up for saying, I might wind. So really I would say it is more windy in the winter. But as a rule of thumb, it does seem to do better in the autumn to winter time. So that's not bad. That didn't only just do our costs, it did a lot more. So how are we doing? Yeah, we're still alright. We're still nowhere near, it's still in the green, and that's, oh, we have a bit of snow poking its head on things. Yeah, it's Yeah, getting the top thing. So now I don't know whether that's a bit of a pointer that wave, the very slow wave, is beginning to sweep through the map somewhere, and you'd get a dusting of snow on your stuff as a bit of a thing that it's coming. I'm not sure. FS25 is a bit of a canny beast. Right, so then let's see what we got in the sales. 141,808. Now that would do us proud, but again, no, yeah, we'll sell it at the minute. And of course, when you when we want a tractor, like a third one, we will like go, yes, we're ready now, and then the game will go, ha ha ha, you're not having any because we're not going to make any drop anymore. That's about right, isn't it? That's just the way that it goes. Ooh, my life, it's got some beautiful wheels. So nice. It is a. I've got this as my lead. I don't know if it's the lead anymore on Oak Bridge Farm. But we've got two of these buttes. One slightly more powerful than the other. Is it? I'm trying to think which is the lead tractor. I think it is. I think it's the two John Deeres. We were very fortunate in that we got Oxygen David's before he swapped it. He took the equipment from the start from scratch start, but we were lucky because I got there and yeah. Oh, did I repay the? I think I repaid the loan. Yeah, we did. I thought we had. So that's not bad either. 278,000. This, I like this buying and selling malarkey. It's good. So how are we doing on our manure and that? So they're both good. Right, they're quite reasonable. So we'll do one more month because I'm going to do everything there. We're going to do the buffalo milk and put the dairy down, do the straw, the slurry, and we'll top up the foods. So we're going to go through till January morning. Because we're going to lose like 50 odd grand straight away for the building of the dairy, and we will build it as close to the cow place as possible. I always think if you're going to build a dairy on your property, that's exactly what you do. You probably build it on the building that, you know, like right next to, if you could accommodate it, of course. Oh, now what? We're getting some good hiccups on the Titan rice header. Unrealistic. So it's only for rice. Is that? It would make rice fields quick. Are we going to do rice though? It's true, I've forgotten about the rice really. Now this is tipper trailer, and it's how big? 35 cubic meter. I'd imagine this would fit on our trailer. It looks like the Joskin's just a rebadge of what we've got. That's the only forage though, isn't it? Stratman, we've got something that does that already. So, and they're not going to make much cash off any of these. Don't believe. It's a shame. A 16 meter for 8,726. That's just unbelievably good, really. But we're going to say no because that's the way we roll. No. Right, so that's up to nearly 6 tons. Now we need to move. The slurry is up to 42 tons. The straw is seriously wanting a little bit, and the TMR likewise. Let's go back to the farm. We're not buying anything. I'd like to get us through the winter, so it may be a slightly longer session than I would like it to be, because I always say it's events. Right, so, wow, that is getting very full now, isn't it, really? Yeah, I know it'll go hidden, so yeah, that's definitely good. That's reimagine. That's going to bring us quite a lot of cash in as well. So TMR, I don't know if we can get a full one in, even at that. That's what I say. It is going down, but not a lot. Let's try for. We've got the silo right at the end. So if we've got more, and we've also got a bit of straw, probably enough to do. But I always like to keep a bit in, you know, for those days when you sort of made a bit of a mistake, like the TMR. I've been a little bit too much today. There might be a day we buy a field and we're so skinned that that little bit of TMR you've got in storage just saves bacon. Fantastic. I don't think it's going to have a bit excess. definitely not going to have a bit of excess. So I think we're close to the top, though. Yeah, we are very close. Right, so we want about 12 odd tons of straw. Watch the ropes and stuff. It's a way away, really, the straw. Not enormously, but I mean, it's a fair road. I think that's fine. Brilliant. And how close to the top is that? Oh, we could have done quite a bit more, actually. Let's do it. Let's fill it sort of as making about another 10 tons by the look of that, I'd say. Let's go slightly under. Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I know what I'm like. I'll just pip it and I'll have 670 litres left in, and I'm like, oh. I'm terrible for doing that, I really am. Yeah, like that. Oh, seriously. Oh well. Let's go jump these silos down here, really. Because we need it. Yeah, you see, I can go through that rope without any kind of skullduggery. So we want all of that manure sticking into the BGA, and it's, I'm not sure what it can cope with. Obviously, I've not looked at this model. It's slightly been changed a little bit from FS22 to FS25. So the one that I knew is not really this one. Yeah, let's have a look at the limits of this and take it in the mini biogas plant. So what is your limit on manure? 75,000 litres. Slurry used to be, he's one. Oh no, it could have been the sugar beet. Yeah, I think it was the slurry as well. No, I don't know. I think they were always 75,000 litres. The Tates, they were always much less, and they are. So that's not bad. Digestate's going up nicely. This should bring quite a lot of cash in, actually. I mean, for hard economy, when nothing brings in a lot of cash for hard economy. So when I say that, I mean it relatively to the economy. What I mean is there's quite a lot of it. Well, we do need to build. Let's grab the... Yeah, let's wash this as all ready for the morning. Let's be proactive rather than reactive. Liquid. No, we will keep this one. It's better for lugging big, heavy things. It's not because I'm favouring the Deutz. It's literally because it's, of the two tractors we've got, it really is better for like doing this than the little Deutz. Let's be a bit more specific, because this also is a Deutz. Can we reverse now? You'd like cheeks, didn't you? You set yourself up for a fail. Right. Oh no, of course, yeah, this the fertilizer on the line. It's not telling porcupines. Right, so then let's grab the slurry, which this is really inadequate when you're like going, yeah, 8 tons, 8 tons, 8 tons. It's at this point we could really do with a better trailer, but again it is that sort of thing I can buy it and then we can get one of the sales, or it's, yeah. So we should stick this for a little bit. It's quite a few journeys, so that's my point, but yeah. Your time is the most precious of all, I always think. It's not bad on filling though. I think we can do this.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.